Did you bring salsa
Oh, I got your salsa.
from the fridge?
Yep, I got you 2. Amy's got 1, and they're in the fridge.
Sweet.
How many salsas did you have to make?
Last night, I made 15. And then...
How long does that take?
It took about 2 hours.
What's the process?
So I have to get all the... I mean, the hardest part is going to the grocery store and getting all the ingredients. Dude, I wiped Kroger out of tomatoes. Like, there was literally no tomatoes left. And there was a huge, huge display of tomatoes. And I've been hitting it probably 3 times this week.
It looked like a ice storm is coming through when you go and there's no bread or anything.
And I needed 35 tomatoes yesterday. And so I'm putting them all in bags. And there's a lady behind me with her arms crossed, just like, really? You're taking all the tomatoes? And I took the last one. Like, I took them all.
Should you feel guilty if you're taking all of something but you're paying for it?
No, it's just difficult when someone's standing there and they need tomatoes and they're watching you take them all.
But I mean, she could have hopped up and grabbed a couple.
There was 10 left, and I'm right in front of them. It would have been awkward if she would have reached.
I mean,
sure.
you got there first, so you get them.
Yes,
There's nothing
yes.
wrong with it. It just is awkward.
But is that normal to go into a grocery store and get 30 tomatoes?
I mean, if you're making salsa.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that as long as there's not a storm coming. If people are going because there's a big ice storm coming and you're going to hoard bread
that
or
would
you're
be
hoarding milk and you don't really need all that, but you're doing it just in case it gets really bad and you want extra, that sucks. But if it's a random time and you can go to a different store and get all the tomatoes, because you can't do that with bread or milk if it's a storm because every store has been liquidated. So you got all the tomatoes.
So, yeah, that's the hardest part. I go to the grocery store, get all the ingredients. And then when I get home, I turn the smoker on and I smoke once the smoke starts filling up the pit, I cut all the ingredients up and I smoke it for like 10 minutes. Just literally sits in smoke for 10 minutes. Come back, put them all in portions, blend them up, jar them. We're done.
That's all salsa is?
That's the process.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe we should start a salsa.
I mean,
business.
feels pretty easy.
I'm like,
whoa.
we can batch some of this stuff
I'll
up.
tell you what, though. Somebody DM'd me and said, like, hey, I've been trying to do the salsa at home, but it's just not coming out right. And I'm like, tough luck.
Why don't you do a YouTube and show people how to do it?
I've done it. It's on my TikTok. But like
a real
But
one.
also, now that he's trying to start a business, does he want to give his recipe away?
there's a secret ingredient that I would never give away.
Which is?
His spit.
Can't tell you that.
It's something disgusting.
Well, is it what you're smoking it? Or is it?
I can't tell you, Amy. That's just for another day.
What ingredients do you use?
So basically, it's just tomatoes, and then depending on the heat that you want, it's either serrano peppers or jalapenos.
Whenever you brought them really hot that time,
Serrano peppers,
what do you do now?
jalapenos. And yours, oh man, I told my wife, I'm like, hold on, separate those two because those are going to be Bobby's batch. It's the sissy batch.
That's fine. It's not just me that's a sissy. It's me, Caitlin, Caitlin's parents, and Caitlin's grandpa.
And the baby.
The baby's not there yet.
You're not going to put it in a bottle?
At 5 months, she can try Eddie's salsa. You need some stickers, though, for your jars. Are you doing
Definitely.
universal jars?
Yeah, like mason jars.
They're all the same exact jar?
Mm-hmm. And then like I put the date on it that I made it, and then I sign it right on top.
Do you expect your jars back?
No, that's part of the purchase.
Got it. Because I had a friend make me a cake the other day because she likes to bake, and then also I can't have dairy, so she likes to. She's very nice. That's the first thing. It's very nice of her to do it. But then she says, I like to do it. It's a challenge because you can't have dairy. I like to make non-dairy things. And we have to take the cake pan back.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh.
That's like if you make a dish for me and you give it to me, I want to give you that dish back.
I feel like if I'm giving you a dish, though, and I'm not someone who does a lot of this, I'm going to give you a dish that I don't want back.
Oh, I mean, you can do that. There's also disposable dishes like aluminum. You can do that.
Well, I can't wait. In the fridge?
Yes, they're in the fridge, and I felt like, man, he's got like family coming. I feel like you needed more than 2, but if you need more, let me know. I can always emergency rush.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Thank you for, it's $10 a jar?
Yeah, $10 a jar.
Why'd you stutter?
Because even though you're my friend, you got to pay me.
Yeah.
It's just business, man. There's a book called The 4 Agreements. Read about that.
You haven't read that, and that's not what that is.
It's about selling salsa.
But $10 is we're grandfathered in at that price.
That's
you've
correct.
Because he's going to lift it up.
Yeah, and that's going to be the friends and family discount.
No, I would charge even friends and family from here out that haven't bought yet $15.
Oh, they
or
go up?
$12.50 or whatever.
Yeah, man. I was talking about that yesterday. Like, gosh, how high do we want to go? Because, like, once everything's done, like once all the cooking's done and all the jarring and everything, you're like, wow, that was 2 hours of solid work. And then I'm like, I'm gonna make about $80 there. And then I'm like, that's not a lot, but that's okay.
And then you had to buy all the supplies.
Yeah, and then I gotta go to the store and all that stuff. So it's a lot of work for $80, but we'll get there.
I think you do what Cameo does. Like the more in demand people's videos are, they raise their prices so they're not slammed with videos. So the more that you're selling, it is concert tickets do that.
Yeah, what's that called? Dynamic pricing?
You dynamic price your salsa. Speaking of that, I wanted to play this. Ray, play voicemail 4. This is about Ray cameos.
I just want to call and kind of stick up for Raymundo just a little bit. It was my daughter's 9th birthday, and I actually got her a cameo from Raymundo, and it was the best. He actually talked for probably about 2 minutes and just kept saying happy birthday over and over. I've got the video of her watching it, and she is smiling from ear to ear, and it was the best. He did it within less than 48 hours, I would say.
Yeah!
Did you, for 2 minutes, though, just say happy birthday to fill the 2 minutes?
That's what she made it sound like, but I'm sure I tried to talk to the kid, make it relatable, even though I don't have children. I'm sure I made some, kid talk.
Like, what's kid talk?
Like, oh, dad, goo-goo.
Oh, like baby talk.
Yeah. You're not going to talk to an adult like them, but I'm not going to insult their intelligence. I'm like, is it your birthday?
It says 9th birthday. Why would you talk like that to a 9-year-old?
9-year-old? Ray.
When we talked about you doing cameos and you said you don't want to do anymore, nobody buy cameos from you, did you get more when you did that segment?
A handful of people probably just trying to annoy me.
But that's not annoying. That's people paying money, good money for you to make a video that takes 2 minutes.
I know, but I'm not on the NBA circuit anymore, so I do have the time on the patio to record them. I am happy to do them now, but jet setting to Vegas and Chicago, that was brutal.
If you missed it, Ray was like, I don't want to do cameos. Nobody hire me for cameos. I don't have time. I'm going to play Pop-A-Shot. Do not. Because he's jet setting. Hold on. Is it called jet setting if you're on Southwest with points?
I think it's really like just saying you've been traveling a lot.
Yeah. I think that's more of like you're traveling.
Oh.
Yes.
You're on a jet, though.
And also the price, I get that I could make it more, but then I feel guilty. Like me talking to somebody in a video, is it worth $60? No. I've priced myself, I think $19.99. You're getting bang for your buck. You're like, you know what? I'm glad I spent that money. The price of a T-shirt.
Let me see what
like that.
Ray's price is right now. Raymundo. I do have the Cameo app. That's how much, because I was buying Eddie a Cameo every day on the vacation. Raymundo, radio personality. He did change his name. I appreciate that, Ray.
Yeah!
It used
so what
to
is
be
it now?
Bobby Bones Raymundo. So if people search for me, they got him. Like his literal name is Bobby Bones Raymundo.
Kind of smart, Ray.
Well, and also my wife doesn't do them with me anymore. My cat died, so it's just me, solo mission, doing them on the patio.
The cat died? The Bengal?
Yeah, the older one, because he did do the videos beforehand with us, but yeah, unfortunately, he can't do them anymore.
Oh.
Ray's price right now is $29.
You just said $19.99.
Well,
That's what he gets.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
He has a 4.96 review rate, so pretty good. And he has 143 reviews, so I don't know how many he's actually done. If you have 143 reviews, how many have you actually done, do you think?
More than that. I would imagine a lot of these people are going to leave reviews because they like you. They're going to want to compliment you. That's why they're finding you on Cameo. So,
but I'm saying if there's 143 that have reviewed you, do you think most people review you?
No,
I didn't.
No.
I didn't. So I'm saying,
No.
Have you done 200, 300?
Yeah, probably 300, I'd say. All I know is it just shows me my hot streak, and it says I've done 104 in a row without missing one. So, sure, it's in the hundreds.
Missing one? Why would you miss a Cameo? They're paying money for you to record a video on your phone.
Well, there have been some I have had to turn down because it'll be somebody saying, hey, man, this is John. I don't even need anything from you. Will you just tell me the make and model of Bobby's car?
What?
That's funny.
So they're asking for information. They're cameoing you.
Yeah, then I got to ask Baser. I'm like, hey, what if I give Bones make and model of his car? Do you think if he ever found out, he'd be mad at me? Baser's like, don't you ever do that. Delete that Cameo. Turn it down.
They would for sure send me that video.
That's what I'm saying. I knew they would tell on me.
Amy said that someone was hating on her morning corny graphics.
Oh.
So she's been doing the graphic for the morning corny. I think it looks great. It's bright. I like it that it's brighter. So it's got smiley faces on it.
Yeah, well, so I reposted it in my stories, and then someone immediately replied, and she ended up being sweet, but her response out of the gate was, "Oh, I miss Morgan. The social media posts are just not the same."
Okay.
And then I replied, and I was like, "Oh, dang, I made this graphic, and I was so excited about it." And then I think she had this realization of like, "Oh, shoot, this isn't just some random person in New York that made it. Like, y'all are actually," I said, "We're all kind of all hands on deck till we get everything figured out." And then she was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "This is my reminder to be kind," because she realized in that moment kind of replying and saying that might not have come off very kind. But so she ended up being sweet, but I was like, dang, I just got hate. For
Also,
a graphic.
nobody's married to some graphic of the morning corny.
A graphic.
There's just,
I know. I just thought,
it was a black graphic with words on it. It wasn't good or bad. It was just words on a graphic.
yeah, I thought, okay, well, yeah, we're adding like some emojis on it. We put music to it, like made it, I don't know, it was different, but maybe if you don't, yeah. I think I even said to her, I was like, I know change is hard, but we're all pitching in.
Not even a change that's significant.
It's really
It's
not.
a morning corny graphic.
But we are all pitching in. Like even yesterday, Mike shot a video of me taking my blood pressure. Like, wow, we're all really doing it. It's like everyone.
Everyone?
Mike's shooting videos. Like, yeah, we're all pitching it. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, is Lunchbox doing
I don't know. I'm asking if it's everyone.
Lunchbox, are you posting anything?
When they tell me to, they send me to send a video. I send a video. I mean, I didn't realize I was supposed to do YouTube stuff, but they were like, hey, we need a video for YouTube. I'm like, first I'm hearing of it, so I did a video.
I've been asking for a video of the home gym. Hasn't come yet.
Who's?
Lunchboxes. I want to see the home gym.
Oh, the one he won.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all hands, like I have to post from the account myself.
Yes, you've been posting.
Like
a
I
lot.
had, I'm doing that now. I kind of killing it.
My friend
though.
noticed and liked it.
I'm kinda
He
killing
said-
it, yeah.
You know, Lunchbox's favorite person, Chase, he sent me a note. He was like,
God,
Bobby's
here
kind
we
of
go.
killing it on y'all's socials. Like, he's like, it's fun to see him back, like in it, like him just.
I never even had access to it. I was never given access to it.
You had to get like a key, right?
I had to go. I had to
key?
go to Mike and be like, "Can I please have access to the Bobby Bone Show account?" And he's like, "It's been long. Yeah, let me get it." And so then he got it, and it was a whole process. You would think I would just have it. I didn't.
Since it has your name on
No,
it.
I know, but I didn't. And so, but now I do. And yeah, I'm sorry about the graphic stuff. That's kind of funny because nobody really cares that much about that. I could see some real change. Let's say you were switched out with somebody named Monica, and they're like, the show's not the same. Monica sucks. Although Monica may just be new, and it may take a minute, but I can understand that. Not a graphic. Also, I don't know anybody named Monica, so it just
Right.
You're good, Amy.
Yeah, you're
I was
good.
like, who's Monica?
No, you're good.
Okay.
But yeah, good job, everybody. Let's see. Today's Amelia Earhart's birthday.
Oh,
You know who she is?
yes. Yes, I do.
What do you know about her?
She's the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. And then she tried to go all the way around
I know
the
you.
world.
I know you know. I'm not like challenging you to make fun of you. I just know you know. So
Yeah.
you're right. Keep going.
She tried to fly all the way around the world, and that's where she disappeared on some island, like over in
Maybe.
the Pacific.
Maybe.
Interesting you went that angle.
And she was almost done. It's so crazy. She was so close.
We did a Bobbycast debating Amelia Earhart's journey. If she crashed and died, if she was on an island, if she was taken by the Japanese and held hostage, if she was a spy. Like there are all these theories about her. And every month or so, there's a new story about how they found out the truth about Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
But every month, it's a different truth about Amelia Earhart. But also different than Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different people. Because if you think Helen Keller tried to fly across the ocean,
Probably not.
that's not it.
She was deaf
And blind.
and blind.
So I don't, and mute, right?
That'd be tough to fly
So,
across the world.
and communicate with your navigator.
Yeah. So not the same person.
Wait, so she wasn't alone?
She had a navigator.
Amelia Earhart
Oh, I didn't
or
know
Helen
that.
Keller?
No, Earhart.
Okay. I shouldn't have thrown Helen Keller in the mix. I regret doing that now. But she flew with somebody.
Okay,
yes.
I didn't know that.
But she wasn't blind or deaf.
No.
She's just a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, I think they thought that was the same. Men did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, oh, she's a woman. She's
She
basically
can't do
blind
it.
and deaf. There's no way she can do it,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. So the story is she disappeared on July 2nd, 1937. It would have been her birthday today. Do you know where she's from? What state?
East. Oh, is she from like, I don't know, Vermont or something? Or one of those?
Why would you think that? Like,
I don't
why
know,
does your brain
'cause
connect
I feel
you
like
there?
I was reading a book to my kids about her several years ago. But I could be wrong.
That's not right, but I wondered why your
Oh,
brain connected that, because it could be somebody
Maybe
else.
because that's where she was flying out of at some point.
Out of VER.
Interesting. International Airport.
Yeah, VER, yeah, whatever. She's from the flying state.
Oh, North Carolina.
No.
Oh.
What?
Not North Carolina?
That's
I
probably
thought
the flying
that
state
was
too. That's where the
Kitty Hawk.
Orville and Wilbur were from.
Yeah, the Wright brothers. The flying
Right now,
state.
what state is probably known the most for flying?
I got it.
Got it. What?
It's Kansas.
Yeah.
Kansas.
Because they build a lot of
That's
airplanes.
probably when you land at the airport there, there's...
But I also
there's-
made that up. That's unfair for me to go the flying state because I don't know they're officially named that.
Yeah.
I just think of that because we've been there a lot and we see all the airplanes. And then Morgan's dad worked for and still may work for
one of
the
those
company.
companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did she move with her husband? Did she ever...
Vermont. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me just read through some of this because it might say that. But she was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. In 1932, she was the first woman and only the second person after Charles Lindbergh to fly solo nonstop across the Atlantic Ocean. The flight took nearly 15 hours despite mechanical problems and bad weather. She appeared on one of history's most infamous unfinished journeys. Amelia and navigator Fred Noonan, they're probably doing it right.
I mean, there's a lot of time alone.
There's a lot of time alone. And I don't know that that's true, but
we make that narrative.
vanished July 2nd, 1937, while trying to become the first pilots to fly around the world near the equator. They had completed about 22,000 miles of the planned, you're right, 29,000-mile trip. So
Wow,
they almost got there.
She did have an open marriage with her husband.
There we go. Old Nunes.
That's where the term nooner comes from.
It's not true.
The search for her was the most expensive in U.S. history at the time. The U.S. government spent about $4 million searching for Earhart back then, which is equivalent to tens of millions today, using aircraft carriers, battleships, and dozens of airplanes. No confirmed trace of her plane was found. People are still searching for her 90 years later, and she got started later in life. Before becoming famous, she worked as a nurse's aide during World War I, caring for wounded soldiers. She didn't take her first flying lesson until she was in her 20s.
Dang, they didn't have that open marriage part in the kids' book I read.
Yeah, but the kid's book I read, Freddie Mercury got AIDS.
No, didn't he? What was the quick, like?
Well, he was married to, he was with a woman, all of a sudden he met a guy he loved.
Met a guy, loved a guy, got AIDS.
It was like within 2 pages.
Just like that.
And wasn't wrong. We're here reading a kid's book, and it's like Freddie had a Jim, or then Jim was his new guy
And
after he
then
left his
boom.
wife. And still the most interesting thing to me was he had extra teeth.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
talked about that in the kid's book. Those books are really cool. Those, I forget what they're called. They're called like little heroes or something. We got one on Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
My wife just bought one on Harry Styles. We have a David Bowie one. We have the one of Freddie Mercury. I don't know what other ones we have, but they're really good. I like that it said that. That was fun. Not fun, but it was fun that it was refreshingly honest and it told the story, even for a kid, because you can just choose not to read it.
Sure. But it was just funny how it,
Oh,
like,
yeah, just jumped right
he
to
was
it.
married to a woman, then he
Freddie Mercury has a wife or whatever it was, and then he met Jim, and him and
And
Jim were
now-
together. Now Freddie has AIDS.
All right, guys. Amelia lived with her husband in Rye, New York, which is approximatary 200 miles from Vermont.
There we
That's
go. We
what
got
you were
there. That
thinking.
makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, thank you.
Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan were trying to find Howland Island, a tiny speck of land in the Pacific. Imagine that back in that day. You don't have Google Maps. You got crap.
I don't know how they honestly did anything like that.
Poor weather, navigation difficulty, radio communication caused them to miss the island. They were running low on fuel. They probably crashed into the Pacific Ocean. The plane sank in deep water. They couldn't find anybody. So then there are all the theories. The Gardner Island castaway theory, that they lived on an island forever, captured by the Japanese, secret government mission that she was secretly just flying to gain and gather intelligence for the government and all that. So
There's a guy that's like, I think he's Egyptian, But he's almost like an Indiana Jones guy and like an archaeologist that goes and he does, pyramid stuff and looks for mummies or whatever. And he swears he found her plane and knows exactly where it is and has seen satellite images of where it is, but he can't get to it because of the indigenous people that live on that island. They will kill him.
I have no reason not to believe him, but it's easy to claim that you found something that can't be retrieved.
Yeah, and it's hard to even see it in the satellite images because it's covered in just a bunch of, vines and trees.
Do you know his name?
Who, the archaeologist? Mm-hmm. No, but he has a lot of shows.
That's why I wonder. I did a show once, and one of the head producers on the show was also an archaeologist who had a bunch of shows that he did. And I always thought it was crazy because he said, I like to do both. I like to be on camera, and I like to be the one running the show at the same time.
Really? Does he have like a strong accent?
Yeah, and he's
Darker
Spanish.
Yeah. I think that's him.
Well, there's a lot, man.
Well,
I don't want to say all Spanish guys are the same guy.
But this guy's like, he's everywhere.
If you could tell me his name, I would know. But that'd be Googling. I don't want you to have to go through that today, man.
I got a lot on my screen.
And you got a lot going on. You made a lot of salsa.
I did. My hands smell like garlic.
Do they?
Yeah. Because you have to peel the garlic.
Oh, you should wear gloves.
Do you not?
Yeah, when I not the peeling the garlic, but yeah, everything else. Because how do you peel the garlic with a glove? You can't.
Yes, you can. You take it. They take its coat off.
Like you have to kind of twist it a little bit to get the.
Take the garlic, put it on a cutting board. Take a big butcher knife or a cutting knife, and just pop it down, pop, and its coat will fall off.
And it's clean immediately.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that today.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
What's the investigation podcast? You know somebody who might have murdered somebody?
Yes. So my friend.
No, I know this is crazy.
Yeah, it really is. She got a DM from a former coworker that says, "Hey, has this investigation podcast reached out to you yet?" And from what she's given me permission to say is they used to work for somebody that allegedly murdered somebody. She remembers it being talked about at the time that she was there, but the overall theme was that he was innocent, but that may not be the case anymore. And
That's
so now
crazy. You're working with somebody that might have killed somebody?
Her boss. And she even remembers him talking about the girl dying. And now there's an investigation podcast or documentary being made about him. And they're, through LinkedIn, reaching out to former employees of the guy and gathering people to interview. And so my friend's, she just heard that from another former coworker. And so she's like waiting to see if she's going to get contacted. And
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm like, well, you're going to have to keep me posted when it comes out because then she may be able to say more. But right now she's a little bit nervous. But
do you still listen to that podcast about the person from The Bachelor?
Yeah, slowly but surely we're making our way. Once every 2 to 3 weeks when I have my lash appointment. Is it because they're only
putting new episodes out?
No, it's because I watch it with my lash girl Amy at my I listen to it at my lash appointment with my lash girl Amy, and she takes a screenshot at the end of every appointment. And she's like, "This is where we left off," and so we pick back up. And so we're just being patient. But the last episode we listened to this week was crazy.
Because this story is a guy who did not have sex with her. He's from The Bachelor. I'm going to see if I can remember this right. She said, "I'm having your baby." And then
they did hook up, but not.
But no penetration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I know.
So what's new?
Okay. Can I say?
I don't think so, but.
Everyone else this is like news story because their hearings are going on right now. So much news is about.
I don't know that you can't say, but I don't know enough about it to have freedom to say it because people could be listening to it. I don't know.
Okay, let me say it, and then they can fast forward 30 seconds.
Okay.
Ready?
Does anybody on this show care if she says something?
I don't think
no.
so.
So what's going to happen here is, spoiler alert, Amy's going to say something. It might spoil a part of the podcast. I don't know. But we will not talk more than 1 minute about this.
Okay, so
hold on.
Oh.
And go.
So as I've been listening to this podcast, you think it's happened to the Bachelor guy first, right? And you're like, okay, she's just crazy and did this once. Well, then you learn, as the podcast goes on, she did it to this other guy. And you're like, what?
I saw that in the news.
And then what I learned this week is there's a third guy who was the original OG first guy. And he spent 7 years legally fighting her on her false pregnancy, thinking he was the only one. He didn't know then she did it again to another guy and then decided to do it again.
Time.
Okay.
Now we're back.
We're back.
For those that skipped, that's crazy.
It's just mind-boggling, that part, how it's so much bigger. And her dad being this huge radio personality in San Francisco, and someone that's been brought into the storyline was told that he was going to be given a radio show with her, one market on air in San Francisco, and he would make $250,000. And he believed him.
Who's he?
One of the, I'm not going to tell you who, but one person that was brought into her life at some point years back. That's not even like today's money. This would have been years ago money. A weekend 1-hour show that never even made it to radio, by the way. It lived on their website, but that he was going to make that kind of money from that. But that's what her and her dad told him. It's almost like
Her dad was involved?
I don't know if he's mentally unwell too, but he was quite popular back in the day.
I didn't know who he was, but it's back in the day, right?
I mean, yeah, go back.
Maybe a big San Francisco guy.
Like
Yeah.
what time back in the day? Like what year?
I mean, he probably had a long stint. I mean, this stuff that we're listening to goes back, the stories they're telling are maybe, 10 years ago or so, but his show was probably, a 34-year run radio show,
I wish I remembered her.
And that's the craziest part is Bobby did her podcast.
That's crazy, dude.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I wasn't in person.
And
Oh,
you
it wasn't?
did her podcast after she'd already pulled some crazy shenanigans with people.
That had to be a podcast that someone said, hey, you should do this podcast. I was doing a press tour, probably promoting a book or something.
I really wish we could figure out who connected you with her.
It could have been my PR team at the time even, who they would line up like a tour and I would do them. Mm-hmm. Could have been something like that.
This one guy was like, I don't know. I kept taping these radio shows and I never got paid. But her dad and her took him to dinner. This part's not even the crazy part. That's why I'm saying it. But took him to dinner. Yeah, I think this is a brilliant radio show idea. And it'll be like a dating, love advice show.
I can't believe you have the patience to not go ahead and listen and watch.
Nah, because it's sort of like we're committed.
I hear you. I'd still probably watch and then go back and watch it again, parts of it, and be like, oh, that's crazy. But I'd actually know.
I guess it's just when you think of, especially me being single and considering dating, it's like
Lunchbox says, you never know who you're sleeping next
you
to.
never know. But obviously, if you started getting text messages from a girl the way she would text guys, you would be like, okay, you're not
she's super hot. Is that how she just...
She's pretty.
Because guys will do anything for a hot chick for a while.
Well, I think they all try to set boundaries kind of early on. And then she's like, what? What is it? I'll do anything to make your life better. I love you. And
That's weird.
They have what's cool about the podcast, they have voice actors that read her text transcripts. And so they
and this
talk
is in court
voice.
right now.
With the Bachelor guy,
Yeah.
It is right now. Mm-hmm.
Wild. I think, and I won't say much on this, but I think if we were to take Caitlin Stalker's story, this would be a Netflix series. I think it's that, I hate to say the word, it was not good for us in any way whatsoever. I think it's that compelling. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to compare some of that to things I'm hearing on here, and I feel like people would have similar reactions.
Yeah.
Of
it would be.
Oh wow, something's just very unwell here.
Mm-hmm. It would be that. Yeah.
I
Crazy.
mean,
crazy.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Weekend, real quick. What are you doing?
I might go see animals at a.
Oh, it's your
Zoo?
friend's farm.
No, it's just.
Oh, that's right. They're watching land.
Yes.
Right. They have zebras on random land.
Yeah, and you're not even sure you should really see the
Yeah.
animals.
Or should you have talked about it? You're not even sure about that. But
No,
yeah, go
hopefully
ahead.
I can see the animals, and I think maybe there's a zebra. Oh my gosh, what if they have a giraffe?
Well, that'd be cool.
That makes me think of that giraffe in Texas.
Oh, the one missing.
The one that went
No,
Yeah,
missing.
they
found it,
found it
though.
eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, they found it. But
Before-
it's crazy people can just have these wild animals like that. But
We had wild animals. Like my dad had exotic farm for a little bit. Weird African deers. I think emus, ostriches.
the dump, we called it the dump outside of Austin, like the landfill. They had exotic animals, and you could have weddings out there.
All that feels weird together. That's an odd sentence in general. All of those elements together do not make a sentence that should go.
I know, but it was
The dump had exotic animals where you could have weddings.
Yes, and it was a very popular venue. I think I've been to multiple events out there.
Blake had platypuses, Blake Shelton, when I was out there.
Really?
Platypuses.
I've never
I think
seen
it was a
that.
platypus. And I hope I can say that. But he had a lot of animals
Yeah.
out there. He has a massive amount of land. And I don't know, he's just walking around the property and he was like, "You want to see a platypus?"
Yes.
I do, yes.
Yes.
I would like to see a platypus,
The
Blake.
answer
Yes.
is yes.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we take a break, Eddie, weekend?
Oh, yeah, man. Making salsa all weekend. And then I'm going to go see the Odyssey.
Lunchbox?
Back to school shopping. School's only like 2 weeks away, so you got to get all that crap done.
Crazy.
And then we talk about it and tell me something good, which you guys can hear the other clip. Which I hope you guys listen to that because that's some of our best work sometimes. Caitlin's family's in town, so we're doing that. Okay, let's take a break.
It's a Bobby Bones show.